Hey guys, Brian with BareBones Entertainment. Before we bring you this new fun So What interview, we did want to let you know that my wife, who records all of our interviews for us from very early on until now, at So What on Sunday, the last day of the festival, she did have a health scare that caused some shakiness in the video and a little bit of unsteadiness. So the camera may move in and out some, but she did push through because she wanted to bring these interviews to you. So we appreciate your understanding and enjoy the video. Thank you.
This is Brian Swan with BareBones Entertainment. This is Brian with BareBones Entertainment. This is Brian with BareBones Entertainment. Brian Swan with BareBones Entertainment. Hey guys, this is Brian Swan with BareBones Entertainment. Hey guys, this is Brian Swan with BareBones Entertainment. This is Brian Swan with BareBones Entertainment. Hey guys, this is Brian Swan with BareBones Entertainment. Hey guys, this is Brian Swan with BareBones Entertainment.
Brian Swan with BareBones Entertainment.
Hey guys, this is Brian Swan with BareBones Entertainment. Hey guys, this is Brian Swan with BareBones Entertainment. Yeah, this is Brian Swan, BareBones Entertainment, here on the last day of So What Music Festival, and we're here with Nominee. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves and your role in the band?
Yeah, sure. I'm Chris, I sing.
I'm Dean, I play guitar.
Steve, I play guitar as well.
So we're still really early, but how you guys doing today?
Good. It was a late night last night, so we're like still kind of recovering, but
early
good.
load in, late night, but we're here. It's not as hot as we thought, so.
I'll say at least not yet. It
Easy there,
sneaks up on you. But where were you guys coming in from?
We're from Austin.
From Austin?
We're from
Oh,
Austin.
all right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you guys were had a show or anything elsewhere.
Last night we played in Deep Ellum.
Deep Ellum. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we got added to a show with Free Throw and Crooked Teeth in Deep Ellum at a crazy,
Cheap steaks.
weird venue. It was cool. It was fun.
One of those interesting venues.
Yes,
Yeah,
to say
from
the
the
least.
expressions.
To say the least.
Yeah.
Well, we're out here at a big baseball stadium, so different change of pace.
Yeah.
So with these festivals and everything, compared to like a club show or anything, do you guys kind of approach your sets differently, or you're kind of staged differently?
That's a really good question. The set just has to be a little bit tighter because we know how many bands are playing and we want to stay, on track. We don't want to push anybody's set back. So other than that, and like cutting a song here and there, it's pretty much the same set. I don't know. We don't really change much about it.
No, try to be like a little louder and things like that on guitars and stuff, and
Yeah.
like fill out like an open, empty space. But other than that, like push a little harder, for a kind of a venue like this.
I do approach the set differently by drinking water literally all day and laying down.
I was gonna say it's a longer process than most shows. You show up and like 2 to 3 hours later you play. Here it's like you show up and 7 hours later you
Hang
play.
out the
Like,
whole day.
Yeah.
Which can be cool too, because you're getting to walk around and see different things. And you guys have some friends that are playing today too.
A lot of friends playing here today.
See, that's what we've been hearing is a lot of bands are saying it's like a homie fest. That like
For sure.
all the friends are here.
For sure. Yeah, the Bowling for Soup stage is super cool.
Yeah.
A lot of bands that we're friends with that played the fest for the first time played it there. And there's a ton of our friends spread out across the other stages. The News Can Wait just played the Revolver stage.
Yeah.
It's been cool.
And that was something that I thought was really cool with the local stage, and I mean, let alone Bully for some sponsoring it, being kind of hometown boys and everything, being able to pull in bands from all over Texas to give that opportunity to, and not just the DFW area and stuff's really cool.
Yeah.
And it gives a lot of opportunity out there.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's exposure for a lot of bands who not really had that yet. A lot of younger bands on the stage, and that's super cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And being a festival with a lot of people walking around of all different age groups and might be here for different bands, for you guys playing on stage to see like someone walk by and your sound catches them and they turn back to catch your guys' set, what does that mean for you guys?
I mean, we're just stoked to have anybody watch it. You know what I mean? If anybody stops, we're excited. Because we're not a big band. We're from Austin. We are lucky to have some people who care about us in the state of Texas. That's great. But Man, I kind of lost track of my thought. Sorry.
I think we're lucky that we've, the guys at Third String have let us do this a few times in all sorts of manners. Like we've done it full band. We were stuck in like an acoustic stage that almost like got blown over by the wind one year, and so
Yeah, that was fun.
It's like we've been able to see sort of how it's impacted us, to seeing like younger friends of ours, and even how it's helped like our career grow, like kind of incrementally, and meet other people on different scales and things like that. I think it's really cool, and it's always like a really special experience for us. So.
And see, that's a cool thing. They're not necessarily cool in the moment, but prepares you guys for any situation of weather or anything coming at you. So anything can get thrown, and you guys can handle it.
Yeah, we've definitely been around long enough that we've seen a lot of the loopholes that could probably happen.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx you, but anything crazy happened. But you guys are pretty well prepared.
Yeah, we are.
I think so, for the most part. We've been through our fair share of shit.
Yeah, I think we've learned to roll with the punches after all these years. So.
Yeah.
And with today's set and as kind of upcoming shows, are you guys playing mostly just songs off of Low Life, or kind of a spread, or?
It's a spread, for sure. I mean, we're definitely still focusing on the songs from Low Life, because, like, we wrote a lot of those songs, like, 4 years ago. So, like, we're just now getting to play them for the first time. So we're excited about that, but we're also working on new stuff, and we're going to start playing that. And I think we played 2 older songs. But, yeah, for the most part, Low Life.
So that's kind of the fun thing there, is it is always kind of that cycle of you get something that you guys work on for a long time and are finally getting to play it, but you guys are also working on new stuff that you're excited about too, and you're just kind of stuck in between there.
Yeah, and the pandemic made that, a little bit more obvious to us. We've wanted to play these songs since forever. We recorded the record and we were so excited about playing the songs, and then fast forward 2 years and we're already, writing new stuff, and it just kind of exacerbated like wanting to play new music, whether it's on the record or not.
Yeah, I think the pandemic having to put a pause on things was weird in the first place for us.
Yeah.
I mean, taking time like personally and mentally to like kind of sit on ourselves was really nice. But it's just not the way things typically go. You write this record, you spend the time and the money and the effort and the heartache to make it happen, and then everything just like holds for a second. So it's been a very strange 2 years in between being able to actually release it.
Yeah, and the pandemic was like the full span of time that we would have had like
To work on the record. And,
like to tour on the record. It's like the support for the record would have been about 1.5 years to 2 years, and it's just like we never had it. So now we're kind of playing these old songs, and
it's been weird to sort of like restart that process and kind of like reestablish a relationship, because we like didn't really stop for we just played and the next tour and like everything we could do as a younger band. So it was weird being like, okay, I guess we have to like find something else to do for a little while.
I think that's one of the things, like with the pandemic, that's really hard for a lot of bands, is you release something and the fans want to see it, you want to play it, and you just can't. So one thing that I think is interesting is your guys' first step back. Before going on stage, what was going through your heads?
we played a couple of like different shows for us. We played like there's a bar downtown in Austin that a lot of us had connections to. Steve in particular, he worked there forever, and they had like their anniversary show, and they asked us to play it. We were like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And it was different for what we're used to doing. It was like 21 and up, and you know, in a dive bar, which is great, cool, you know, no problems there, but very different for what we normally do. So I think for all of us, we were just kind of like, this is a good way to like grease the wheels. This is a good way to
work
like,
out
get
the
back
kinks
into
and
it, work
everything,
out the
yeah.
kinks. And then we did like an emo night in Austin, and it was great. But both shows were weird because the pandemic was still kind of raging, so people like didn't want to stand close together, and like it just wasn't the same feeling. But we played a show at a spot called Swan Dive in Austin, and that's when it like started coming together again. That's when it started to feel like it was actually really happening again.
Yeah, and that was only a few months ago.
Yeah.
truthfully.
I do remember some of the first shows having that feeling of like this could be the last show. Like you don't know if you're
Yeah.
back to, like, lockdown. And it's a strange feeling of like, should we play it or not? And like, are things safe enough? And if things like start like picking up beforehand, it's like, okay, well we're only like a week out. Like this is, we gotta really like think about this. And you cherish those moments even more. Like thinking like, okay, well this could be the last one for another 6 months. We don't know at all. So it's very up in the air.
Yeah, then you're going in there and kind of seeing the crowd and being respective of boundaries and everything.
Yeah.
And kind of changes your
That's
energy
tough.
that you can like put out to the crowd.
Yeah.
Because not everyone's going to be getting together and jumping or anything close together. So it definitely makes you approach your kind of show differently.
Yeah, and I like want to get in like kids' faces and like scream in their faces, but I'm just like 6 feet, man.
Yeah. So it was cool seeing things making that change now, and from the like last couple days being here and everything, like you're definitely seeing the crowds, like everyone together and everyone just enjoying being here in the moment and everything. So that's really cool to see it finally really coming back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely back. It's definitely back, and like you're seeing bands are announcing tours left and right. We're back, without a doubt. It's scary to imagine it, slipping through our fingers again.
Yeah.
But I had I mourned. Like I thought it was over. I thought we were done. I didn't think there was going to be any fixing it. And I just so when we finally got the opportunity to play shows again, it was like euphoric.
Yeah. So I mean, there was the talk that like it could be the end. Like there might not be shows again.
Yeah.
And everything was crazy. And a lot of bands took up live streaming shows and things like that, which was cool, but not the same.
Yeah.
Creating a new normal is what
Yeah.
it's trying to do as best as you can.
Yeah.
So you have to adapt regardless. That's why live streaming became enormous during
Huge.
that time.
I bought tickets to that on the road one.
Yeah.
I watched it. It was sick.
I saw the Goat Horror
Really
one.
good.
It's good.
I saw a few come up, and then just scheduling wise didn't work. That I wasn't able to catch any. But the concept was cool to still be able to like put stuff out there and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we did one.
Oh yeah,
We did one. Kind of like an interesting spot in Austin.
Very
an
interesting.
amazing spot. I love those dudes, but like it's a tight little space, really hot.
Yeah.
We did it in June of 2020. It was but it was super
Perfect Texas
cool.
time to do it.
Oh yeah.
It was in a storage unit. So
Oh yeah, those can get heated. So aside from music, during these like quarantine times, did you pick up any new hobbies or anything?
I've always done like woodworking. Did a little bit more of that, and then I bought a power washer and turned into like a dad and just started cleaning the shit out of my house. Have you ever power washed a back patio, man? There's nothing more satisfying.
I'm sure that feels
nice.
great. Yeah.
Nice. I started to bake. I baked a lot. I think that's kind of it for me.
I think I ended up
Vintage.
I think I ended up building a streaming room because I wanted to hop on that train,
Oh, nice.
but also realized depression was pretty heavy. So really getting into building the thing and it looks fantastic, and then I was like, I can't.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I know.
I started a business.
Yeah.
I sell. I curate and sell vintage teas.
Oh, nice.
So I've always collected them, and I just went crazy and just amassed a collection, and to this day still sell them. And
He's being modest. He has an inventory of 100,000 shirts.
no. It's like
12,000.
yeah, it's like 8. But yeah, there's a lot.
I got 6.
Yeah, so I went crazy, and it's super fun because for me, it's just I get to be a music nerd, and you get to wear it. It's just this is from that one record, and weird little obscure pieces of history, and bands that talk shit to each other and make fun of each other's merch, and you just learn things, and it's just super fun for me.
So of these, do you have a favorite one?
Ooh.
Put you on the spot of a giant collection, of a huge collection.
Yeah, that's my kids or guitars, man. I would say if I had to pick one.
The Melvins.
Yeah, so there's this T-shirt I was talking about bands making fun of each other. Soundgarden put out this shirt for their like first record. It says "Fuck Happens" on it. It's a reference to Big Dumb Sex, which is one of their singles off that record. And the Melvins, being the Melvins, which is funny and quirky and weird, put out a shirt in the exact same font and the exact same design that said "Fuck Melvins" on the front. And then the back, instead of reading Soundgarden, reads "Louder Than Soundgarden." And I think it's amazing because it literally deliberately was just like, man, fuck you guys. And it's just like, yeah, like Melvins is one of my favorite bands, and like I just think that whole thing and like learning about that and like the fact that they're just like clowning on them in a merch item, like it's just, I think that's amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
You gotta keep flying next.
I know, that's like, it inspires me to want to do those things. Yeah.
See, and then sometime in the future, somebody will be collecting your guys' shirt and telling the same story.
Well, it's like it's turned our designs into like that kind of thing too. Like I just want to like make rips and nods to like all sorts of like amazing things, because like stuff from the 80s and 90s, like they did just so much crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like this thing I'm wearing right now is a Metallica bootleg, and it has like 100 things going on it. You know, no longer is it like a one color black design for me. Like that will never satisfy me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just fun. It makes that process super cool for us.
Well, I know you guys are still working with Low Life and getting it out there more and everything. I know you said that a lot of stores in Austin are carrying it still. Is it available online for anyone still to purchase a physical copy? SmartPunk?
SmartPunk. You can still get all the physicals there. And we'll always have the physicals on the road too, but online you're best off at SmartPunk shop.
We definitely want to grab it. And with this being a festival, is there anyone playing today that you guys are excited to see?
Alexis on Fire.
Zach Fox, Alexis on Fire.
I'm loving the new Under Oath stuff, so I'm really
I'd like
excited
to, Under Oath will be cool. There's a ton of bands playing.
Yeah.
Huge
Excited
festival.
about.
Yeah.
a little bit of Black Bear as well there.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be fucking cool. Keep Flying plays at the same time as Zach Fox. Two of the bands that I wanted to see more than anything. Figures.
See, we get back to the
Figures.
festival world and having
Yeah.
choices again.
Yeah.
Choices.
I do hate choices.
And I have analysis paralysis. So you gotta just sit in the van.
Yeah,
instead of watching either.
I'm not gonna watch either. That's the decision.
I actually think I'll be up here eating hot wings or hot sauce. So
Honestly, yeah.
I think that'll be what I'm doing during Zach Fox, unfortunately.
It helps push the decision though, where you don't have to pick between them.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it puts
That's
it out
a really
there
good
for
point.
you.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you guys would like to say to your fans out there?
Thank you.
for
Honestly.
listening.
Yeah.
Anybody that comes out and sings along or buys a shirt or like just interacts with us in general, like I think it's really special that anybody gives a shit about what we're doing whatsoever.
Yep. And we've got a lot of new stuff coming.
Yep.
We're sitting on top of a lot of cool stuff that we're stoked on.
Yes, we are.
And yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going west in the fall for the first time since 2018.
Yep.
So we're excited for that. So West Coast friends, come on out. Other than that,
You know, I'm working on new music and just trying to get on the road as much as possible. So you'll be seeing us for sure.
Sounds good. Make up for that lost time.
Yeah,
got it.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.